Good morning, guys. It's 6 a.m. Day 2 here in Colombia, and this is what we are met with this morning. Oh yeah. Just absolutely thunderous pouring rain. We were blessed with AC in our room, so it's nice and cold, no humidity in there. Then you walk out here, and it's just like a wall of rain and humid air that hits you. All right, so we just finished up with breakfast. Also, sorry about that intro. Once I walked back in the room, I saw how foggy my lens is, but I think that did a pretty good job of describing to you guys just how humid and rainy it was. We are getting gas at the gas dock right now because we have a very long run. We used a lot of gas yesterday running around, trying to find the tuna, trying to find the sailfish, busting on the schools of sardines. So we're gonna get some more gas here and then take our 3-mile rip. It's not raining right here, but over there, just absolutely downpouring. So I might just have like a minute to film because that seems like what happens. It just goes in spurts of pouring rain to very calm. But this is very cool. This is as big of a town as you are going to get on the western shore of Colombia here. It's really crazy how remote this area is. Cargo ships bring in some gas supplies, and then once they use it up, they gotta wait for a cargo ship to bring in more.
Would you have been salty if I threw a bottle of cookie while you're filming right there?
Kind of thirsty. So when we're bringing our bags around, like from hotel to boat, obviously like my luggage is not waterproof, but this thing got so absolutely soaked. And I'm really hoping, I haven't looked in here yet, Scott. I'm really hoping it's not wet in here. I don't see how it can't be though. That makes me incredibly happy. Scott, if you get hungry, Omega Mix, you want some? It's got mangoes in it. It's probably not as fresh as here, but.
I got the popcorn, dude.
You do have the popcorn. All right, wow, that makes me really happy. So that's what's going on right now. That's how we are starting our day. We're getting gas, taking a very long rip up to the promised land, supposedly the good fishing grounds. How about this?
It's pretty insane, dude.
I'm absolutely speechless right now. We probably drove like an hour and a half. We're stopping midway because the weather's so nice, and this is a spot where we're gonna get to throw huge poppers for the infamous cubera snapper, which is supposed to be just as badass as a GT, and also rooster fish, which are a huge bucket list fish for me. But look at this. Dude, we are not here. This is not, it doesn't even look real.
When I was thinking about coming here to Colombia,
this is the exact thing you're looking for. All these fish are right up close to the rocks on shore. Well, I shouldn't say shore, these are little islands, but still. A beautiful break in the rain. I mean, just down there where we came from, it is just piss pouring rain. And I shouldn't speak too soon because it might be piss pouring here right now in an hour. But for right now, this is about as beautiful as it can get. And it's really not that hot or humid either. It's like 75 and sunny. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be super hot. This is so beautiful. Like, unreal. And if we can catch huge fish off this, bucket list fish, that's just a bonus right now, dude. This isn't happening, dude. Look at this. Like you just said, I cannot imagine getting blown up here.
Popper.
How's your popping skills, Scott?
4 out of 10 at the moment.
4 out of 10?
I plan on it upgrading really quick. With big waves though.
This is unbelievable. We just fished that rock. Just fished this rock. Have not had any action yet, but Poppy, you don't get a ton of action. I am actually throwing a pink, one of Lee's giant musky baits, just to try it out for a little bit. Scott's throwing a traditional big popper. This was actually the popper that Mr. John B caught his biggest GT on this spring over in Komodo. Was it Komodo or Bali? Wherever he would. He caught his biggest GT ever on it. Peric had the lure. Peric and Sobe were supposed to come with, and that was one of the lures that Peric graciously lent to me. You got to get a big cubera on it.
That's the plan.
This would be a dream come true to hook up right here.
Yeah.
It's just the ultimate waiting game. I was just telling Scott, I feel like I'm musky fishing. Big, tiring setups, maybe all day for 1 or 2 bites. That's what you got to do to land the trophies.
There's a lot of current right there.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. There's fish here. You know there is. Scott's been popping for like an hour and a half. We've not seen anything yet, but these spots, like, the waves change the depth around these rocks. There's like a good 10-foot swing. Like, watch this big wave hit the rock, and watch how much the water falls. It's crazy how much the depth changes. And we've been told by Sergio that we need to be as close to the rock as possible, that that's where most of our bites are gonna be, because these snapper, they hide in the reefs, they hide in the rocks. So, here goes nothing. Oh, that is...
Man, hard pop.
Like, how do they even see that? Thing is, dude, I wonder how, like, visited these fishing grounds are, like a GT. John said if they hit a popper once, they get caught, they will never hit a popper again.
Really?
Ever.
Come on. On.
Get them out of that reef in case it's a cubera.
He feels pretty decent.
First fish on the glide bait, right off this little rock. How heavy is it?
Not too big. He took drag and I'm freaking locked. It doesn't feel huge though.
Well, you never know what it's gonna be. Let's go, Scott, first fish. Doubles?
Double! Oh, he's got a houndfish.
Did you get that on a popper? Oh, so he's got a houndfish that just took live bait?
I think I got a small cubera. He's close too, hurry up.
Gotta put the bait away.
Cubera, I think it's cubera.
You think it's cubera?
Little cubera. Yeah, cubera.
It's like brown, dude, it's not red. What is that?
It's cubera.
Is it?
Yeah. Where is it?
Oh, it's like a...
Cubera. Cubera. Oh, whoa. It's a rock snapper, dude.
It's a rock snapper? Yeah, I was gonna
Huge
say
one.
it's not that red.
Freaking huge one.
Is that big?
That's what I told you.
It's a big rock snapper.
Ugly lure, but big one. Honestly, I prefer the fire tiger. Okay.
Talk to me, Scott.
Let me
What do you
Well,
got?
I was kind of in disbelief when I felt myself get tight, and it put up a good initial run. Actually, I said to Alberto before the trip that I wanted to throw this guy on a bucket list, try and check him off, and we did.
Rock snapper.
Very cool bycatch to the cubera, that's for sure. That is a beautiful fish, man. He's ready.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Breaking the ice.
Not
Look
bad.
at the scenery, too.
Thanks, Sergio.
Unbelievable. Whew. Sun is beating down on us hard.
Cool.
I am all decked out pro team SoCo right now.
Yeah.
But it's really keeping my sun off me. I had black on, and I was sweating my ass off. Now we went to white. If he gets another fish on one of those glide baits, that just a stick bait that goes like probably 5 to 10 feet under the water, then I'm gonna switch, because we've only gotten one little peck on the popper Tommy did earlier. I switched from Lee's musky bait. I'm now throwing this guy, this pink and orange, the wombat. The wombat. Big fish spot? Scott and I were just talking about how incredibly dangerous it would be just to fall in right here. The current would suck you right up to the rock, and you would get like, that is violent wave action.
You don't
right
even
there.
realize how much waves and movement there are here. Like, we're not even casting because you like can't really get good balance. You have to like time it right.
The pop and bite, I will be honest,
Sucks.
it sucks today. It is very slow. We've had one bite, and it wasn't even on the popper. It was on your glide bait that you're throwing still. We knew what we were going after today. We knew the popping fish was, it was gonna be a 1 or 2 fish day if we were lucky. Cubera snapper and the rooster fish, especially on a big popper. Those were, to our understanding, those were the trophies. Those were the hardest things to attain. The reason you don't catch that many is you're asking a ton of a fish to come up and hit this. I mean, these Cubera snappers are sitting down near the bottom on the reefs, and you're asking them to come up 50, 60, 75, even 100 foot of water to come up and hit a little colorful thing popping on the surface. The aggression that has to take is unreal, and I want to see it right now.
Tommy. Here, I got you, go.
Something took the live. Tommy, you hooked up?
Grab the camera, dude.
Yeah, it is, Scott, you want to describe the day?
What?
Want to describe the day real quick? Sum it up in a sentence.
It's been a grind.
Yep.
He also could be just running with you and has
Is it heavy?
feels
No.
light.
pretty late, yeah.
We got, oh, yep, it is not big. What is that? Is it a little snapper?
Looks like it.
Oh, it's not.
Snapper. Tiny little snapper.
Is that a baby cubera?
Is that a baby cubera?
That's a snapper.
Oh, it's just a snapper?
I think it's a...
Our rationalization is that the fish don't like the sunny, calm weather very much at all.
Well, Tommy, at least we got something interesting on the board.
Yeah. Big
It's huge!
big fish.
That made me think of Monster Mike so hard.
A day when you're committing to popper fishing for cuberas and stuff, you're never gonna get a ton of action, but usually, Sergio, usually you get like 3 to 4 chances at a cubera per day, right? That's the usual popping day. I don't think we've had one today, but that's okay. Scott caught a really cool rock snapper, and you can't expect fireworks every day. We've had beautiful weather, so you gotta stay positive, and we still have some more hours. I think we can get one. My confidence is high. You're gonna hold it?
What do you think about your first fish of the trip?
Absolutely amazing. I don't know, that bait was out there for hours maybe.
That's how you know the fishing has been the fish have been in a bad mood today, because we've ran live bait off the back of the boat all day long, free line. And that is the first fish that has taken it. Usually you said you're just all day, you're tending to that, right?
Usually if we have a good day looking, we can catch a really good cuberas, man.
Not a good day today.
Not a good day today.
But there's many more. It's one of our last spots of the day, and it's like, dude. Ha.
That is so sketchy. That's like sketchy level 800.
800?
On a scale of 1 to 10. Like,
Gonna say, where are you getting these measurements?
In that thing would literally blow up.
Is that you? Dude, I think there's a fish on that.
Is there a fish right back there?
I just felt fighting. Pesca! Pesca! Dude, there's a fish on that.
Is there really?
Yeah. Hold it for a second.
Chris, get that thing up.
Dude, it's knotted.
Oh, Chris.
Hey, man! Let me see. Suéltalo.
No?
What is it?
How did that even happen?
Dude, I was grabbing it. I was like, there's a fish on that. So they had a live bait rod out the back. And I didn't think I cast it into it. The fish might have... Well, I somehow snagged Tommy's line in it. It's a houndfish.
It's ridiculously big.
It's a freaking houndfish, too. That is crazy.
Is he gonna freak out?
Yeah, but the color is chumby and bite.
Big giant houndfish. All right, dump them in.
Drum?
Yep.
Swimming or dead?
Swimming or dead? I think he's swimming. I think. Well, the rock gave us one.
Okay.
Oh. Thoughts on the day, boys?
That was us today.
What?
Googans.
Oh,
I'm borrowing Chris's gloves and repping it hard today. Full out Googan stuff.
Yeah, today was a rough day. We didn't even really put in a full day of fishing. It was just, the only justification I can have is just the weather was way too weird and the fish didn't like it at all, because it wasn't like they weren't hitting poppers, and wasn't like we tried so many things, and most importantly, we had a giant goggle eye, right?
All day.
Out on the back of the boat all day, and it barely got touched. So if they're not hitting the giant goggle eye live bait, they're just not hitting at all. And I know these areas are just filled with amazing fish. Like, we fished the craziest spots all day today, put in the work, and just because you're in an amazing destination does not mean that things are guaranteed. So we have, what, 3 more days?
3 more full days.
3 more full days, and we're pissed off at the cuberas and rooster fish, we'll say that. What we're doing right now is we're taking the smaller cargo boat over to the resort that's about 100 yards away on the beach, because, like I said before, these bigger popping boats cannot exactly beach. So we put all our luggage in these boats, and we get taken to shore. All right, so we are chilling in the lodge right now. We're just getting set up in our rooms, drinking cervezas, transferring footage. But Scott, how I'm lost for words at how to exactly describe where we are at right now. Punta Ardita.
We are in a 30-person village right now, 7 miles southwest of the coast of Panama, in the middle of the jungle, in the northwest corner of Colombia.
No AC in this lodge, but honestly, I was pretty shocked that the other place had it because we are in the jungle. But what this place does have that the other place didn't, because Scott and I were both woken up at like, what, 4 in the morning? Yeah. Were you woken up at all last night? So Tommy wasn't woken up, but Scott and I both were by mosquitoes. And these beds come equipped with mosquito netting. And honestly, these beds are a little better. Let me see how this is set up.
I have no idea how it's set up.
And we have fans, so this is gonna work.
It's gonna be
you look like I'm getting a big time like Shrek vibe right now.
I feel like that right now.
So here's the big like common eating area. The ocean and the beach are right there. There's Sergio. Other rooms in here, and then here is a map. So here's where we flew into, Bahia Solano. We stayed right here, Playa de Oro. Today we drove all the way up. We fished Pina right here. Pina. We are now all the way up here. Where is it? We're now all the way here, Punta Ardita, and here is Panama, right there. So we traveled a good bit of distance today looking for better fishing grounds. Honestly, we didn't even catch a sport fish today. That's just the way it goes. Sergio was very bummed. Boat driver was very bummed. We were all very bummed, but the scenery was the most beautiful scenery I've ever fished in my entire life. And the days will get better. I know they will. Today was still technically a travel day. You know, we had to drive 3 hours to get here. We had to spend 3 hours to get here. We had to wait like 2 hours in the morning to get gas. So we kind of only had a half fishing day from what we're gonna have the next 3 days. So I'm sitting here in my mosquito net fortress right now. There's one tiny hole, and I guarantee you the bugs are gonna come in from right there. That's where all the mosquitoes are gonna come in. But I do know one thing though, we're gonna eat lots of tuna the next couple of days. We just had tuna for dinner. We're gonna have tuna for lunch tomorrow. Probably tuna for dinner again tomorrow. Lots of tuna. Wow, that was a good throw.
Lots of tuna.
Unfortunately, I think this is gonna wrap up today's video because aside from the crazy bugs and frogs and everything we're seeing, there's really nothing else to this day. This was a big time buzzkill because we were extremely excited and it just didn't come to play. But these fish would not be so special to catch if they were easy to catch. The whole idea is that these are hard, these are a challenge. It's not just as easy as going out and casting for them. You really have to work for them. So we really put the work in today. We didn't really have to yesterday. I think we really took for granted yesterday, Scott. We fished for like 3 hours and caught yellowfins. I caught a huge sailfish. And we grinded all day today and didn't really catch anything but a rock snapper. That's the way it goes. That's day 2 in the books. Hopefully tomorrow is much, much better.